Hi, I am Jesus, and I'm here today to clarify some doubt. So please come in. This is my classroom, and those are my students. So don't worry, they won't say anything. Okay, first, the differences among approach, method, techniques, and strategies. For better understanding, let's establish relationships. First, between approach and method. Approach refers to the way in which we can look at a topic, while method is the way in which we can apply that approach. So now, method and technique. As I say, method is the way to apply the approach. Nevertheless, the technique are the specific ways in which we can implement this method in the classroom. And well, at least, but not less important, the strategies. And it corresponds to the particularity of each person to apply the technique. For example, if the technique would be reading, the strategy would be if it is in a mental way or if it is in front of the classmates. So in this way, we develop a systematic vision of how the interrelated concepts of approach, method, technique, and strategy work together. First, we have the approach, then the methods, after that, the techniques, and at least the strategies. Okay, now the next one is the direct method, sometimes called the natural method, and is often used in teaching foreign languages, as you know. This method refrains from using the learner's native language and use only the target language. An example of this would be if I use a visual app and, for example, a flashcard or a video, and I try to force to my students to speak in only the target language. For example, the green scissor. Look at this. What is this? This is a green scissor. What is the color of the scissor? Green. It is a scissor. Okay, I think you understand. Okay. Next one is the autolingual method. In this method, learning is a mechanical process of habit formation, which is created by repetition of a stimulus-answer sequence. I think we all know an activity that teachers use even today. So, the next one, please. The communicative approach. This method is based in the idea of the learning language successfully having to communicate real meaning. When learners are involved in the real communication, their natural strategies for language acquisition will be used. And this is how they eventually appropriate the language they are learning. Yeah, you always look for the way to express yourself until you do it. An activity for this method would be, I don't know, I maybe give my students a vocabulary, I will pronunciate it, and they will repeat it correctly, and then they will make an interview to another classmate, and then we'll share it with the class. And I think it is. That's all for today. I hope you were enjoying this. And I don't know. Bye. You still here? It's over. Go home.